look around. The salon director, James Davis, has invited me to take a look inside, so I'm going to go in. Watching Amami Beauty with me, Olivia Cox, and I'm here in the Clay Hair Salon with salon director and owner James Davis, who's going to be telling me a little bit about the salon and all about his hair range, Herra Hair. So James, let's go right back to the start. Tell me about the inspiration behind Clay.
Yeah, Clay's just shy of 5 years now, so a very young brand. I've been in the industry a long time, and I always wanted to do something that's a little bit away from the norm, you know, the craziness of the typical salon, the chart music, all of that. So I've kind of gone the other end of the spectrum. I wanted to take it very high end. We're in a very small village out in Surrey, and I wanted to kind of bring that London quality out here.
And then what is the big idea behind Herra?
Okay, so I used to be an educator for a global hair care brand, and I started to learn a lot about the science of the hair. And it kind of stemmed one day. There was a gentleman, Ian Salis, who's a trichologist, hair doctor, as people call him, and I just started to understand a bit more about hair during the day and how women's hair's damaged between that 9 to 5 window. And a lot of ladies don't really kind of gauge that. They kind of think that, you know, hair in general is fine, it's in a circle, but your hair's most damaged between 9 to 5. And then all these women spend a lot of money on beautiful shampoos, conditioners and treatments, repairing it, getting it better, damage again during the day, repair.
So it's almost like rather than every couple of days using a conditioner, when you wash your hair, you should be using some sort of restorative product every day or
100%.
Throughout the day?
100%. I mean, the whole thing for Herra is, you know, if you actually, like I shared, if you ask every woman, you know, and we gave them a tutorial that your hair's most damaged between 9 to 5. And then I ask anybody, you know, what are you putting on your hair between 9 to 5 to protect it and look after it?
Yeah, be nothing, wouldn't it?
And that's why, that's where it all started.
Because it is interesting. I mean, I've just got back from Saint-Tropez, and while I was over there, every day I was putting a UV spray on my hair.
Yeah.
And yet, even though I have SPF in my moisturiser every day here, it would never occur to me to put any kind of protection on my hair unless I was heat styling, and then obviously I put defence spray.
Well, it's interesting because, you know, there is so many variations of things that can damage it during the day. UV's one, and we have got a little protector for that in there. Another one is air conditioning, another one's pollution. And I guess ultimately, you know, when you actually look at all those factors during the day, there just hasn't ever been a product that's accumulated all of that in abundance to work, and that's where we kind of really stand alone in the marketplace.
I used to spray just my regular fragrance on your hair. Why is it that we can't do that, or we shouldn't do that anymore?
Okay, no, it's a key factor. I mean, that's where it probably, that's the biggest bonus of what we're doing, because if you actually ask that, most ladies go, I do, I spray my perfume. Well, you know, regular perfume is about 95% alcohol based, and it's very drying.
Right.
So ultimately for us, the way it's formulated, you know, if anything, you're better off not doing anything than putting your regular perfume on, because it just keeps on taking all the moisture out. So we worked on formulation itself, had this key ingredient, alcohol denat, which means denatured alcohol, that is the lightest level of alcohol, and at the moment it's sprayed, it's just a vehicle to come out as a mist. Then it's evaporated, and all that's left to work is the good ingredients in it.
So how does it work?
Okay, so the product itself is, you'd use it, a woman would keep it, I mean, obviously we've mentioned it's a lifestyle product, a lifestyle brand, and a woman would keep it in a handbag, and every 3 hours she would just give it 3 to 4 sprays. It would basically protect the veil of the hair, so it's like an umbrella for the hair.
But the nice thing about your product, it's fragrance, isn't it?
It is. I mean, that's kind of the bonus for the product. I mean, you can, you know, I didn't just want to go out there with just a protecting spray, if you like. I thought there was something very unique that we could have added to it, which was my brother-in-law was a fragrance expert for a big fragrance house, and he worked for about 18 months on formulating a fragrance that had not been done. So it was encompassing the family fragrance houses, woody, floral, fruity, oriental and fresh. So a blend of them into one bottle, so that every person that smells it their nose will connect to the notes
that's
that they familiarise themselves with.
So you're not having to choose a specific fragrance. It's almost like a catch-all. Everybody will like it.
Exactly right. So you would smell something completely different to that I would, and because of the way in which your hair and body react, so your body breathes. So after 5 minutes of you spraying your regular perfume, you can't smell it on yourself. But your hair, if you smoked or you cooked, you'd smell it straight away because your hair absorbs fragrance.
Yeah.
So we've got this little strap line, which is very much, you actually wear your regular perfume for others, but you wear Herra for yourself.
This is almost like a bit of a try it to believe it type.
100%.
Can I try it?
You can indeed.
Can you show me how to use it?
I will. Cool. You'll notice there's different tones. So from the top note, middle note, bass note, your top note is what you kind of smell first, and then your bass note, so what kind of layers into the hair. So there's a complete variety of notes.
So for me, this is really floral.
Yeah, see a lot of it. That's what I'm saying. So for you, and it's...
What's it for you?
It's quite fruity.
Is it?
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
When it lands on my hand, what's really nice about that is it feels so velvety.
Yeah.
And it's almost slightly iridescent. Is there anything in there?
Yeah, so the glycerin,
reflecting?
the glycerin in there is actually the product that allows your hair to hold on to your natural moisture, but embedded in that will give a very, very slight shimmer or shine.
Ah, very subtle.
Very subtle.
And obviously it smells amazing, but what I actually thought it would come out as is almost like an oil. So it's really nice that it's so completely weightless.
Yeah.
I literally can't even tell that's on my hand, which is incredibly rare, I think, for a hair product.
So I'll share with you some little points of difference with the product.
Okay.
So some little unique bits and pieces. So what we have is, I designed it all around the handbag, so to sit into a woman's handbag. So
That's so thoughtful.
I don't know what, I must be mad. But my wife's bag's like a Mary Poppins bag, so you ladies, everything kind of gets thrown in.
Yeah.
So I asked in our focus groups, what was the kind of pet hate when for a woman's regular perfume or whatever in a bag? They said, well, I hate it when the lid becomes loose.
Oh yeah.
So I designed this, if you try to pull off the lid it won't come off, but if you twist and lift, there's these little indentations. So it will actually never get loose in the bag, so that'll never come off.
Why doesn't everybody do that?
So there's one. Underneath this little shroud, it's got a crimped neck, which basically means it physically couldn't leak in the bag.
Great news.
You've got a foiling block on here, so this foiling block on there means it will never scratch or peel or come off in the bag. And then you've got the dip tube, which if a woman sprays it 4 times a day with 3 to 4 pumps, it'll last exactly 8 weeks. So you get a decent amount of longevity out of the product. And then last but not least, if you throw it around, I hope that wasn't too loud. Throw it around is shatterproof.
So if someone has fallen in love with this product and wants to buy it, is this the only place they can buy it? Or is it online? Is it stocked anywhere else?
Yeah, it's online, so we've got herra.co.uk. Fortunately, we're in the most exclusive store in the world, Harrods. So we've got our own position there, which has been a phenomenal reach for us.
Yeah.
If you're abroad in the Middle East, you've got Harvey Nichols, Bloomingdale's. You go to Germany, you can probably go to about 8-9 countries now. If you're searching in Google Herra in that country, there will be quite a variety of choice into where it's at. So I think we're in excess of 2,000 salons worldwide. And we're probably in about 100 stores, retail stores. Yeah.
So you're sort of breaking away from a really small niche and you're actually getting pretty huge.
Yeah, it's growing quick, I'm not going to lie. I mean, Harrods was always, a dream. You don't ever anticipate when you start a little journey that you're going to be able to get your product in probably the most exclusive and hardest store to ever to create a platform, because you're competing with, your Chanel's and the brands that have been in the market for years. So, that was a massive milestone for me, I'll be honest. So on cool festival hair like you have, or if you've been out of Saint-Tropez, anywhere like that, girl on the go, busy bee, it's just nice and easy. The best way to describe it is you just spray it like the shape of an umbrella, because we say it.
So technically could a man use it on his beard as well?
He could do. I
quite like that idea, a soft beard.
Mate, beards are all in at the moment.
Yeah, I know, it's a huge trend.
Yeah, unfortunately I just can't get there yet. This is 34 years of growth. It's not getting much better than that.
Well, I've had an amazing day here at the Clay Hair Salon in Oxshot. James very kindly showed me around the salon and also gave me a really interesting insight into the Herra hair product. So I just can't wait to get started on trying it myself. Check back next time for more beauty news on Amami TV.